Hello everyone, welcome to Nayak Academy. We are solving problems on chapter arithmetic progression. In my previous sessions, we already completed first three problems. Let us solve fourth problem. Coming to the question, the amount of money in the account every year when rupees 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. Is it clear? Now you have to tell whether this situation forms an AP or not. If it forms an AP, you have to give that reason for that. Is it clear? Let us work on this. The amount for first year. How will you calculate, children, amount? So you should remember one formula, that is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N. Is it clear? Using this formula we can calculate amount, where A is amount, P is equal to P is principal amount, that means the amount which you are deposited in the bank. Okay, so that is P is principal, R is rate of interest, and N is number of years, and A is amount. So you can calculate amount using this formula. Please remember the children. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N. Now let us substitute the values. What is given? You need to calculate now amount. A equal to P. What is the principal amount? Here rupees 10,000 is deposited. So that is our principal amount. So it is 10,000 plus into 1 plus R. What is the rate of interest, children? It is 8 by 100 whole to the power for the first year. So N value is, for the first year, N value is 1. So clear? Similarly, the amount for second year. Okay, let us substitute the value, children. A is equal to 10,000, principal amount is 10,000 rupees, into 1 plus R, rate of interest is 8%, divided by 100 for the second year. So N value is how much you have to substitute, children? It is 2. Is it clear? Same, the amount for third year. A equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power. So third year. So N value you have to substitute as 3. Is it clear? Therefore, so similarly you can find the amount for fourth year. That is A is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole raised to the power 4. You can write down. Therefore, the numbers are so first number is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 1. Second number, put comma and write. Second number is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 2. Third number is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 3, and so on. So next number is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 4, and so on. Is it clear? Now you have to find whether this list of numbers forms an AP or not. Is it clear? See here, children, please observe carefully. See here, these are the list of numbers. See here, this is our first term A1, this is the second term A2, and this is the third term A3. Now what you observe, children, See, only the powers are keep on changing here, isn't it? So other thing are is same, base is same, only powers. Here power is 1. So in second term power is 2 and third term power is 3 and so on. Such list of numbers do not form an AP, isn't it? For example, x, the numbers, the list of numbers, if it is x, x square, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, x to the power 3, x to the power 4 and so on. Such list of numbers is not in the form of AP, isn't it? Because if you find the common difference d equal to x square minus x and is not equal to x cube minus x square, isn't it? Same concept here also, children, no need to work out. So by seeing the numbers only, first term, second term, third term only, you can come to conclusion the list of numbers are not in the form of AP. Is it clear? So you can give the reason. Therefore, what is your conclusion, children? The numbers are not in AP. Okay, this is your conclusion. The numbers are not in AP because each succeeding term we are not obtained by adding a fixed number to its preceding term. Is it clear? So here x to the power 2, x to the power 3, x to the power 4. Here in this case we are not getting each term by adding a fixed number to its preceding term. In this case also the succeeding term is not obtained by adding a fixed number to its preceding term. So this list of numbers are not in AP, you should write. Okay. So if you want, you can take one more example also. Square numbers you take, children. 1, 4, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16 and so on. Now you can check, you can verify whether these square of numbers forms an AP or not, isn't it? So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 4 minus 1. So you will get common difference is 3. So 9 minus 4, you will get common difference is 5. So 3 is not equal to 5. So you can take any example like taking square numbers and you can come to conclusion. Okay. With this problem we have completed first main 4 problems. In my next video, let us start second main problems. Do subscribe the channel to solve maths problems in a easier way. Thank you.